TMZ has just released exclusive footage from Diddy's 2010 New Year's Eve party, sparking major discussions. This newly surfaced video has people questioning the event's guest list, as several attendees have since been involved in legal controversies surrounding Sean Diddy Combs. What really went on at this star-studded gathering, and why were underage individuals reportedly present? Let's break it all down.
Brothers that have been inspiring me and been my friends for a long time. One of my best friends in the whole world, Busta Rhymes in the house. You know what I'm saying? Been my friend for a long time, ever since I was like 12 years old. He's my best friend. He's in the house. Akon straight from Africa, India, with a silk scarf on is in the house. If you're looking for Akon, he has a silk white scarf on so the light can hit him and y'all can make sure y'all see him because Blue Black is in. And Akon is very rich. He don't even do shows in America no more. Okay, he's in the house. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to my man Drake is in the house. Fabulous is in the house. This is all brotherly love. My biggest brother of them all, the boss, Ricky Ross, is in the house. Ricky Ross report to the grass. DJ Khaled, he's the best. He's in the house. Tiana Taylor is in the house. My brother Chris Brown, I'm gonna stick with him from thick and thin. Chris Brown is in the house. You know what I'm saying? The something ain't right, so I know Chris Brown is in the house. Big shout to my son Quincy, my son Christian, my son Justin, my daughters, Jesse and Delilah. We got the Squares in the house. Newly signed the Interscope. That way got a little bit to do with it. You know, this is us to make sure the shit is live. Somebody don't trip and fall. Get the drink on. If you call me, get the drink on.
Nearly everyone Diddy associated with at this party is now facing legal battles, with some already serving time. As the saying goes, birds of a feather flock together, raising questions about the company he kept. Additionally, Orlando Brown has made headlines with claims about his past experiences with celebrities, adding to the ongoing speculation about hidden realities within the music industry.
We made love. We made love.
Who you made love with?
Diddy, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
You just told me you see Busta in the airport too. That motherfucker tried to act like he didn't know you. You smashed Drake?
No, I never smashed.
Oh, you made love to Drake.
And Cat Williams.
Bro, you smashing a lot of people.
What's that name? Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard. Usher. Usher's an Usher. And
Jaguar Wright says that Orlando Brown plays crazy when he's exposing Diddy.
Been working for Orlando Brown to play crazy. The oosh goth bourgeois shit. Orlando's brilliant. Imagine what it's been like to wear this character for this long.
Is he speaking truth?
Of course he is.
Diddy's trying to kill me. You know, Diddy and Jay-Z, Auntie Sean and Auntie Yolanda. No matter how many contracts you try to take out on my life, no matter how many times you try to threaten my family or threaten people to stay away from me, no matter how many things you try to do to me and how many things you've tried to do to me, it ain't working. Don't play with somebody that you know got the drop on you.
Major pain in his ass. Literally.
Dozens of high-profile celebrities are now rushing to distance themselves from Diddy as more controversial footage continues to emerge, footage that could potentially raise questions about their connections. Recently, during a concert in San Diego, Will Smith addressed the speculation surrounding his ties to Diddy, firmly denying any involvement. Despite years of attending Diddy's events and past rumors, Will is now making his stance clear. "I have nothing to do with Puffy. So y'all can stop with the memes and all that nonsense. I haven't been anywhere near any of that."
But the world we're in right now, it's really hard for y'all to discern what's real and what's true, you know? And I've been seeing y'all memes and stuff. You be making memes. I see the memes. I see them now. Some of that stuff is funny. Some of it's funny. But I haven't addressed any of this publicly, but I just want to say this very clearly. I don't have to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop all their memes. stuff on that. I ain't been nowhere near no damn freak off. Listen, I do enough of my own. Don't be putting me in other people's. I ain't been nowhere near that, man. I ain't did none of that stupid. So, whenever y'all hear it, if somebody say that, it's a damn lie. I don't even like baby oil. That's not funny. but I haven't said that publicly. I just said y'all the first time. I usually don't respond to dumb stuff because it's like people get so many things. People say so much stuff, but you know that one your memes was doing too much. Y'all was having me mad.
When you were dating J-Lo, Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome and you were going to beat up Will Smith. Is that true?
You really heard that?
Well, yeah, I watched it on the internet. You're telling me I can't believe everything I read?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Both Busta Rhymes and DJ Khaled were present at Diddy's New Year's Eve party, and the speculation surrounding them continues to raise eyebrows.
The food we're about to receive, please bless our families wherever they at right now. And everybody eat up. Amen. Amen.
Shout out to Diddy, Happy New Year. You know what it is, DJ Khaled, it's all about victory. I'm going in. You better believe it. Shout out to Dap Jam, we the best. You know what it is. It's 2010, baby. It's the takeover. I'm going in.
Happy New Year to the whole planet. God is the greatest. Real talk. And you know, I mean, if there's anything that somebody can say better than that, I'm all ears. But with that being said, continuous blessings to the whole entire universe. Let's do it way big.
During a 2018 interrogation, Jonathan I., a suspect linked to an incident at Trump's National Doral Golf Course, reportedly made shocking claims about his connections to Diddy. He alleged that Diddy had a significant influence over him and also mentioned DJ Khaled and Rick Ross in relation to the situation. Additionally, he spoke about the existence of a powerful Hollywood circle, suggesting that multiple celebrities were involved in controlling his actions.
Diddy and Ross, which they good buddies, okay? They're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross. And Khaled. They're all gay, okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Khaled is a Hamas supporter. Okay?
Who supporter?
Hamas.
Hamas. Yeah.
Sorry, I said it wrong.
No worries.
Hamas supporter, okay?
Right.
I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate, tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard lots.
Hidden in plain sight.
It's hidden.
I think I see what you're saying.
Okay, how do I know this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How do you know this?
Busta Rhymes has been seen at Diddy's parties, and past statements from industry insiders have raised questions about his reputation. During an episode of Cam Capone News, Big Homie CC, a security professional for Hollywood elites, claimed that those in the industry are aware of Busta Rhymes' preferences. He further alleged that at concerts, certain individuals are strategically placed backstage, referred to as fun boys, to cater to specific requests.
I seen you talking about Busta Rhymes before.
Oh, yeah.
In some of your videos.
Oh, yeah. Super Zest Monster. For sure, bro. That's my thing, bro. Like, this been common knowledge, though. Like, all my promoter homies would always say, man, you know, we gotta bring some, we gotta bring some, what they call them, I'm not gonna say it on there. They call them, fun boys. They'll say, we gotta have some fun boys in the section for Busta. Cause, you know, I bodyguarded for Ghostface Killer before. You feel me? And being around him, you hear things. You feel me? I'm like, damn. And my auntie like the biggest Busta Rhymes fan. You feel me? Like every cookout she playing it. All his little fast rapping, all of that, him and Craig Mack playing that. Bro, on my soul, I'm out with a group of people. At this time, I was with Don Benjamin. You familiar with him?
No, never heard of him.
Model dude, like a model guy. He be doing like some rapping and stuff. His name Don Benjamin. I'm out with Don Benjamin. And the club we ended up going to, Busta Rhymes in there. So it was this little lawyer guy that was with us. And the little lawyer guy we was with, you know, he was a gay dude. Super cool. Feel me? Good guy. Bro, Busta Rhymes wanted him in his section so bad. Like, what? Pulled him to the section, like through the rope, and tucked him off in the corner. So I'm looking like, well, he ain't come with us. Well, I know he was in the little group. So if I go out with somebody, like a group of people, I try to make sure everybody get there together and leave together. No, he stayed with them.
A newly amended complaint filed against Diddy has surfaced, making unexpected allegations involving Drusky and Odell Beckham Jr. The complaint suggests they were connected to an incident involving a woman associated with Diddy. However, Drusky has strongly denied the claims, addressing them in a post on X, stating, "This allegation is completely false. In 2018, I wasn't even a public figure. I was broke, living with my mom, and had no connections to the entertainment industry. The fact that my name is included is beyond ridiculous. My heart goes out to real victims, but I'm confident the truth will come out and expose these baseless accusations."
Any of the Diddy parties, or did you miss that?
What the? Where did that come from? How did that? Of all questions.
Wait, did you miss that train?
How did that go?
That train might have left the
that
station.
Train took off from the station.
There.
Yeah,
You were right there to
that
get on
train
that.
took off from the station for sure.
You were close.
Yeah. I wasn't at that train station.
You left early? You left
No,
early?
that was down the street from me. I wasn't there. No.
Did you ever meet Diddy?
Yo, what the fuck?
Bro, yo, I forgot you
He's
actually
like,
might have.
I've seen pictures with you.
Another celebrity being connected to Diddy is Meek Mill. For years, there have been whispers about a close relationship between the two, with many in the industry reportedly aware of it. Now these rumors are resurfacing due to Lil Rod's lawsuit. Meek Mill has responded to the speculation, issuing multiple statements after footage of him and Diddy began circulating online. The video allegedly shows them together in a private setting during one of Diddy's exclusive gatherings.
But going back to the lawsuits, one of those plaintiffs that has sued Combs was Rodney Little Rod Jones, a music producer who apparently worked with Combs on his latest album called Love. Jones says he lived with Combs for a year and witnessed what he claimed was not only debauchery, but also illegal activity. In his lawsuit, Jones named some very well-known celebrities like Cuba Gooding Jr., who he claims sexually assaulted him on a yacht that Combs had rented for a holiday cruise in 2022. Other celebrities' names are redacted from the suit. For example, the lawsuit reads, quote, "Rapper redacted on Mr. Combs' yacht consorting with underage girls, sex workers." Then in a footnote it says, he is a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. Now, based on that, online sleuths quickly deduced that that suit was likely talking about Meek Mill. He dated Nicki Minaj for a couple years between 2015 and 2017, and he was her opening act on her world tour. Once people decided that the lawsuit was referring to Meek Mill, these rumors started to circulate about his possible involvement or participation in Combs' activities.
Meek Mill has responded to the rumors in a post on X, stating that false information is being intentionally spread about him. To counter this, he has offered a $100,000 reward for anyone who can identify the source behind these claims. Industry insiders suggest that Meek Mill is concerned about how these allegations could affect his career as a rapper.
Meek Mill himself has been vocal about his name being brought up alongside allegations of abuse, drug use, sex with underage girls. He has claimed online that his success in the industry, as well as his work to reform the criminal justice system, has made him a target. And Meek Mill is very active on X, formerly Twitter. He has voiced his thoughts about the lawsuit as well as the rumors. In September, he tweeted, quote, "From the streets of Philly to becoming a millionaire, to helping reform the system, to bridging a gap of billionaires, to interacting with the rap culture that results in success, it's a lot of people hating on me on the low. They don't play with guns, they do campaigns." And he also tweeted several times about the rumors surrounding his sexuality. For example, one tweet reads, "I have the right to say I ain't gay, and I'll trash anybody that play with my manhood, LOL." Then earlier this week, he put an offer on the table, a $100,000 reward for anyone who can figure out how he got named in Rodney Jones' lawsuit in the first place. He tweeted, "I want to hire an investigative team, $100K cash, to find out every specific detail involving Meek Mill name to Diddy case. I also want them to look at who is powering the media involving Meek, anything to do with Buddy." And then in quotes, "something not right." And then he followed that up minutes later with, "The streets know what's up with me. That's not the case. We talking about business side, somebody powering these bad campaigns with Meek Mill. Again, I got $100K for a thorough investigation of what's powering and how exactly my name connect to this."
Ashton Kutcher and Demi Moore are now being pulled into the controversy as new allegations emerge against them. Reports indicate that Ashton Kutcher may be called to testify in the upcoming trial and could soon receive a subpoena. This might explain his prolonged silence on the matter. Additionally, speculation is growing that his ties to Diddy could impact his marriage, possibly leading to a separation.
Ashton and Puffy, or Diddy, have been friends for decades. And they've done movies together, they've hung out together, and he can't say anything because he's one of those guys. Remember I did that story last week, like, where are all Diddy's friends? Because the silence is deafening. A lot of them don't want people looking into their closet, but Ashton doesn't want the blowback that he got with Danny Masterson.
All right, so pretty tepid in how they reply. In the meantime, we're hearing Diddy's ex, Cassie, is cooperating with the feds during this investigation.
100%.
What more is she saying, Paula?
She's not saying anything. So here's the deal. She had sued him for sex trafficking, a bunch of horrible laundry list of stuff. And he settled. It's the one case he settled. It was the first case he settled it. I'm hearing for around $30 million. However, just because you settle a case, you may have an NDA, but if the feds come a knocking, you better answer.
Ashton Kutcher's ex-wife, Demi Moore, is back in the spotlight after an old video resurfaced. The footage, reportedly filmed at Philip Tanzimi's birthday party in 1982, shows Moore interacting closely with her former General Hospital co-star, who was 14 at the time. In the clip, Moore appears to be celebrating and can be heard saying, "I love Philip. He's one of my most favorite people." Some viewers have speculated about her demeanor in the video, sparking further discussion around the resurfaced footage.
Okay, one more time. Why do you think everybody's come out? I don't know. Maybe just because I love them all and I hope they all love me. We do love him. And I love them.
If you think it's for the quick publicity, you're out of your mind.
Absolutely, because he's one of my most favorite people.
How long have you been working on the show?
Almost a month and a half.
What's your role?
I'm Luke's new love. And I'm Philip Tanzini, and I play Jeremy, and you're stealing my card. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Because I love Philip, and he's the only one I love. Do your interview already. All right. I'm Luke's new love, but personally, I love Philip, and that's it. Okay? We got our new storyline cooking up pretty soon. I want to say happy birthday to Philip because I love him dearly. He's one of my most favorite people. For about 3 weeks. And he's been terrific.
As Diddy's controversies continue to make headlines, more celebrities are being mentioned in legal cases. Jay-Z, Jennifer Lopez, and Usher have all been referenced in lawsuits connected to Diddy. Recently, a woman filed a lawsuit against Jay-Z alleging that she had a troubling experience involving him and Diddy when she was 13. Now a mother of two, she claims that multiple celebrities were present at the time but did not step in.
There are more sexist accusations connected to the case against Sean Diddy Combs. The latest involves hip-hop mogul Jay-Z, who issued a vehement denial. This morning, a blistering response from Jay-Z after he was accused of sexually assaulting a 13-year-old girl more than 2 decades ago. The billionaire hip-hop mogul was added to an existing civil lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs, citing an alleged incident after the 2000 VMAs, where the victim claims she was drugged and assaulted by both Diddy and Jay-Z while a third celebrity watched.
The judge has actually agreed that the victim can remain anonymous and that the case can proceed. So there seems to be a little bit more to this case.
Jay-Z vehemently denying the claim, writing, "These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away." Also saying, "My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence." Jay-Z also attacked the attorney behind the lawsuit, Tony Busby, who fired back saying, "I won't be bullied or intimidated." Busby is behind at least 20 of the sexual assault lawsuits against Combs, who calls Busby's lawsuits shameless publicity stunts. Combs' statement went on to say he has never sexually assaulted or trafficked anyone. Combs will stay in jail until his trial in May, but he has appealed the most recent decision to deny him bail. That ruling should come later this week.
While Jay-Z was able to have the lawsuit against him withdrawn, Jennifer Lopez is still facing legal challenges. Her accuser, inmate Cardell Smith, continues to stand by his claims. In his lawsuit, Smith alleges that he had a troubling encounter with Diddy in 1997 during a party in Detroit, where he was working as a bartender. At the time, Diddy was in a relationship with G-Lo, and Smith has named her as a key witness in the case.
But going back to Cardell Smith's filing, his notice says that Jennifer Lynn Lopez, aka J-Lo, aka Jenny from the Block, quote, will be called as a material witness and expert to Sean Combs' viewing, possession, and distribution of his sexual assault upon the plaintiff in 1997 and the orders of defendant Sean Combs forcing Jennifer Lopez to remain silent about the videotaped sexual assault of plaintiff by defendant. Plaintiff states that the material witness Jennifer Lynn Lopez, also known as J-Lo and Jenny from the Block, was engaged in a relationship with the defendant Sean Combs during 1999 and 2001, and that the sexual assault of the plaintiff was recorded, distributed, and held by the defendant at his New York residence and recording studio. And during the relationship with Jennifer Lopez, she was made privy to this video that was taken by Sean Combs and his employee Kirk Burrows. She, J-Lo, has known this video existed and was in existence and took no action to make it known to anyone in law enforcement, and that she was even questioned by New York Police Detective Derek Palmer about this matter, and that the report will show that her answers to this tape was and still remains a resounding yes to its existence. And again, Cardell Smith writes that he wants to call Officer Derek Palmer as a witness because he says Palmer is the one who questioned Lopez and believes that he will have testimony that could help his case. Now, as I mentioned, Diddy's legal team has called for this entire case to be thrown out. Cardell Smith has filed a massive response to that request that totaled more than 200 pages. Probably half of it was just straight up copies of case law that seems to support his arguments, word for word. It's something out of like a legal textbook. There's so much to slog through, but I kind of want to give you some of the highlights. So first, in addition to the claims of rape and a cover-up, Cardell Smith also claims and alleges that Combs was violent towards his loved ones. At times, Cardell Smith addresses alleged threats against his family. Other times, he says Combs actually caused serious injuries to his brother. His response reads, defendant used threats of murder to force the plaintiff to not bring the case to any court of law enforcement until the homes of the defendant were raided by Homeland Security, that the plaintiff knew it was a safe time to bring the case, and that is why we are here at this juncture. And Cardell Smith argued that fear for his own safety and the safety of his family is one of the main reasons that he waited so long to report the alleged rape, and says that that reason alone should override any issue with this statute of limitations, that these claims might otherwise be time barred. And he also argues that while he's been in prison, fellow inmates and prison guards have threatened him on behalf of Sean Combs.
As more evidence emerges in the case against Diddy, it's clear that he is facing mounting legal challenges. His legal team is now working to block certain evidence, arguing that federal agents may have overstepped their authority in seizing tapes from his home. Adding to the complications, one of Diddy's top attorneys, Anthony Rico, has officially withdrawn from the case. In a motion filed with the judge, Rico stated that he could no longer continue representing Sean Combs.
Now to Sean Diddy Combs, looking to suppress evidence in his federal trial. Senior investigative correspondent Aaron Katursky is back with the story. Good morning again, Aaron.
And to you, Michael. You'll remember federal agents from Homeland Security investigations were hardly shy when they raided Sean Combs' opulent homes in Los Angeles and Miami, guns drawn. The jailed music mogul now argues those searches and other searches of his iCloud accounts, electronic devices, and New York City hotel room following his arrest were unconstitutional. His lawyers argue evidence obtained through those searches must be suppressed. Diddy's lawyers say the government presented a grossly distorted picture of reality when applying for the search warrants, omitting certain facts and including salacious details from an unnamed producer that were never credible. Combs has pleaded not guilty to racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, and prostitution charges. The defense is also arguing here his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, was a willing participant in drug-fueled sex performances called freak-offs, not coerced as prosecutors allege.
He's doing fine. It's a difficult circumstance. He's making the best of the situation.
A situation one of Diddy's attorneys won't be part of moving forward. Anthony Rico announcing in court docs, under no circumstances can he continue defending the embattled rapper.
This is a serious proceeding with serious consequences, and all of us are addressing it accordingly.
In a motion filed on Thursday, Rico stopped short of revealing why he's stepping down from Diddy's legal team, just months ahead of the music mogul's scheduled trial date in May for sex trafficking and racketeering charges, all of which Diddy's denied.
You know, Dr. King called it the law of unintended consequences. So sometimes the more you push a person down, the stronger they get.
That's Rico speaking up late last year for his now former client. ET's learned the attorney's exit will not affect Diddy's other attorneys, nor their defense strategy.
I told Mr. Combs I'm going to try and get his case to trial as quickly as possible. He has been ready to defend this case since he first found out about this case. Nothing has changed from his perspective.
You're going to hear about my party. They're going to be shutting them down. They're going to probably be arresting me.
After Diddy was arrested, Rico said he provided a high level of legal representation, but now, for reasons unknown, he can under no circumstances effectively serve in the upcoming trial.
Nobody's okay with staying in jail for now.
What did Anthony Rico uncover that led him to withdraw from Diddy's case? Could it be connected to those once loyal to Diddy now speaking out? Recently, Diddy's former executive assistant, Philip Pines, broke his silence in a newly released NBC News docuseries. Pines, who worked closely with Diddy for 4 years, shared details about the notorious King Nights. Lavish gatherings allegedly organized by Diddy, where guests were said to be pressured into participating in excessive partying for days. According to Pines, attendees were even required to address Diddy as the king.
A former assistant to Sean Diddy Combs speaking out in the new interview with new allegations about wild parties and drug use. Eva Pilgrim is here with the story. Good morning, Eva.
Good morning, Michael. At this point, we've all probably heard about these infamous parties. Diddy's assistant now giving us details about what he says were called Wild King Nights.
This morning, new details allegedly inside Diddy's world before his shocking arrest. The entertainment mogul now behind bars for federal sex trafficking and racketeering charges.
It was a circus. He did whatever he wanted, and we were just at his disposal.
Phil Pines was Diddy's senior executive assistant from 2019 to 2021. He says his then boss asked him to purchase supplies for parties dubbed Wild King Nights.
We usually had a laundry list of items that included lights, alcohol, marijuana, ketamine. Those requests started to become more frequent.
Pines claims many of these parties involved younger women.
A lot of times you'd have him with a younger female. There's a power dynamic there. A more impressionable girl is easier to reel in. Consent is between the people that are engaging, and I wasn't there in these situations to understand the consent.
The ongoing allegations, emerging evidence, and growing claims have sent shockwaves through the celebrity world, raising more questions than answers. As lawsuits continue to surface and former allies step away, the situation is still unfolding. It's important to remember that these are serious legal matters still under investigation, and the final outcome will be decided in court. Stay tuned as we follow every development in this evolving story.